Good afternoon, folks. Well, we're out in the garden again. The weather's broke a little bit. It's not as cold as it has been, but I've got Gary around here, project man, and he's having a clear out of the polytunnel because it was in a bit of a mess. So let's have a little look at what we've dug out of the polytunnel, and let's see how far he's got on with clearing it up. Right, well, this is all the stuff that he had in his polytunnel there. These are all your lawnmowers, Gary, aren't they?
Yeah, all there on the deck.
All them ones on the deck in there. I've got a few over there which are still sitting over there. But he's got a few bikes here which he's working on still. Namely the TZR, which as you can see is that's all been powder coated, that. And the wheels have been powder coated. New tyres back and front on there. And we're just in the process now of reassembling the engine on it, which you can see on the Project Man channel when he eventually puts it back in. He's got the NRG moped, which is still got to be, is that got to be sold?
I've just got to bleed the front brake and clip the panels back on. That can go for an MOT then.
And then you've also got another one in my log cabin at the moment, which if we just come in here, people, this is the is it a Peugeot?
Yeah, Locksaw, I think.
Peugeot Locksaw, which he's cleared out this now. We can start the work in here again now. Let's just turn these lights on in here. And this, although it still looks a bit of a mess, there's now a working area. And here's the TZR engine, which is basically going back together now. And that's where we're up to at the moment. We're just waiting to finish working here. But he's now got a nice workable area. But this is that Locksaw moped, which is just on the verge of finishing now. The front brake's been done on it now, which was faulty. He's got a couple of little tiggly jobs on it to do. And yeah, that's ready to be sold as well. So I've still got the RXS 100, which is the frame under here, which has all been powder coated. There's all the bits for it there. We've also got the Mobilette moped, which is over there as well. In fact, I don't know where the frame for that is. That should be here somewhere. But yeah, so although it looks a bit messy in here, it's actually a work in progress now. We can actually work in here. So coming out of here, the next thing I'm going to be working on is the Reliant Regal engine. I've got to strip all that down. This is the 600 engine here, and I want to get this block off, take it away to be honed or rebored. I'm not sure yet, because it was smoking very heavily, but I think that's probably due to the valve guides. So that's something else that's got to be done. We'll have a little look in the polytunnel now, which had a load of weeds growing in it. Oh, you pulled them all out?
I've done it, mate.
Well, and as you say, look, this is this was all overgrown here, and this polytunnel I actually erected probably back in 2013, 2014, and the membrane over it was only guaranteed, I think it was an 8-year guarantee on this one, or 7 years, which is well exceeded it. So shame we didn't know the company who done this, because we could have said, look, this has been up, it's done 10 years now, I think. Yeah, 2024 now we're in now. So this membrane's been, although it's got holes in it now where things have been digging on it, but the actual membrane hasn't deteriorated itself. So yeah, it's it was vegetable growing plot in here, but as I say, we did turn it into a workshop. But all this was all overgrown, all the weeds was all coming over here. So he's just dug all them out now. And yeah, start putting stuff back in now, Bert.
Oh yeah, getting there.
Let's go and show my RDs.
Oh yeah, they're mine now.
They're not yours.
They've been in here for 6 years.
And coming over here, me and Sharon purchased these, many years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. This is an RD 125, folks. These were imported from Switzerland, or this one was imported from Switzerland. This is an RD 125, and I'm just in the process now of getting this converted over to British number plate. So I've just sent that off today, funny enough. It's an RD 125 DX, and one of the classic, I never had one of these, but my dad had one of these ones, which was the RD 200. And I don't know whether you can see, they're virtually identical bikes, but the main difference is that this one is electric start. And you can tell that because if you look down here, the generator, or for the electric start, sticks out a lot further. If you look at it on that one, that sticks out quite a long way. And coming over on this one, that one doesn't. The next one hasn't got a generator, and this one's not electric start. But these are two lovely little classics which we've got, which I can't wait to actually restore one day. Don't know when. I've never had them run up. They was free when they... Did they turn over? Yeah, they do turn over. That one turns over. Let's have a look at the other one. The RD 125. No, that one's solid. I think that did turn over though, so I'm not sure why that is. But anyway, they'll all be totally stripped down, refurbished, And although this is a later model one, it's got a different design on the tank on that one. I love the old speed block one, so I'd probably be doing this one in the red speed block, very similar to what it's got now. And this one I might do in the blue speed block, because I did like that, and I used to like them with the old all speed or micron expansion chambers on them back in the day. So yeah, there we go, 2 little RDs there. Will be restored at some point. I don't know when that'll be, folks. I've got a few other bikes to restore as well, or do up, but I can't wait to get onto them because I do love the old RDs. This one's been around a bit. Look, 46,000 kilometres. What's that, about 30,000 miles maybe? I don't know. But I've got the inserts to go in these clocks here to convert these back to miles per hour. And this one has done 43, which is again very similar miles, but that's kmh, don't forget. So yeah, there you go, about 27,000 miles, I think, something like that, not too sure. Anyway, that's that. So one of the other things we want to do is start getting the chassis round here for the Trot van, which is round the other side of the garden. It's been sitting outside for many years now. I did have it all powder coated and I started reassembling it, but it's going to have to be stripped down again. But I want to get it on this plinth up here before I start building the log cabins. So now the fine weather's coming. It depends how he gets on today with this. We might get that round here. Get this all looking good, nice, so it's workable. You can walk in there, you'll be all right.
I'm walking in there, mate.
Okay then, folks, that'll do for the moment. We'll see you in a minute. Right, okay, the weather's brightened up big style now. Gary's done most of his work out here. Let's have a little look. So, as you can see, it looks a whole lot tidier, although all the grass has got to be cut and all them leaves have got to be picked up, so I've got to do that. That's my job. I'm coming in the polytunnel now. It should be now a little workable area. Let's have a little look. Here we go. Yeah, a lot more space in here. There's the 2 RDs there, as you can see. He's got the scooter over there, the NRG, I think that one is, and this one's the TZR on there, on their hoist. And here's these rower lawnmowers, which he's got to work on at his leisure. And I must say, in here now, it's actually workable. But when it's sunny in here, it is absolutely sweltering. So when it's hot, it's too hot. When it's cold, it's too cold. You've got to get it just right, and this at the moment is just right. So I don't know if that echoes mine or Gary's. I think that was Gary's. I don't think that's mine. I've got here Hater Spirit, this one is, and I've got my old Trotter lawnmower there, which the motor packed up on. Not packed up, I just had trouble starting it, I think. And there's also this old Honda there. Let's get that over there. Yeah, there's that Honda there, which I'm not too sure what's the matter with this one. But I know the cable's seized up. Look, I can't pull the handle in, so that could be a possibility for me to use as my own personal lawnmower, or put a Honda engine on this Trotter lawnmower there. I'm not too sure yet, so let's put that back over there. I can't remember what the problem was with that. It did have a problem, a running problem. It might just need a service, I'm not sure yet. So I've got that one possibly to work on, and this is the one I have been using, which again, shouldn't really be using it because it's got a broken deck on it there. This did belong to our neighbour Rick. He's got his own channel, Brew a Bit Rick. He does beer reviews and stuff like that, and brews his own beer and stuff like that. But I've been using that one. In fact, let's pull it out, find out what the issue is with this, because when I packed this up last year it was working. Let's just turn it on its side for a minute. Sometimes you get animals under here. Well, no, that's all clear there, so that's okay. Merlin, back. Right, let's try and give it a start. The petrol's turned off at the moment. Just turn it on, see if it's got anything in it. Yes. So this hasn't been winterised, it's been left out all winter. Right, let's put you there for the minute. Right, fuel's on. It's all very sticky. Oh, I forgot to put the choke on up here. You have to put the choke on these. I don't think there's any sign of that wanting to start at all, is there? Keep going. No, very unusual for a Honda not to want to start. Now, I could try some easy start. Let me go and get some. Right, let's try this. So I'm just going to try and put some in the air filter box. Oh, that's in a bit of a state, isn't it? Look. Pulled out of there, look at that, look. Just leave that off for a minute. I'm going to open the choke at the moment and just squirt some of this Easy Start down the throat. Put the choke back on. Going to leave the air filter off, and let's try that. There we go. Right, so that started, which tells me that there's a blockage in the carb, because we've got the fuel on, so that might need the carb off. Let's try and pull it again. Sometimes you can prime it, pull it and get it going again, you know. Let's take that choke off again. Try again. Try again. Leave the choke off this time. No, put it back on. Yeah, carb is blocked. I've got to decide whether I want to mess about with that deck as it is, or take the whole engine off, transport everything over onto the Trot mower if it'll work, and create a new lawnmower out of it. Well, I say a new lawnmower. Get the carb off of this, give it a good clean, because I know this is a good Honda engine on this, you see, which I'll probably end up doing that. I've got to do something soon because I need to cut the grass. Right, well, I think what I'm going to do is take this lawnmower into the log cabin, get the engine off it, and we'll take it from there. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, people, so I've got it in the workshop now. I'm going to start stripping it down, get all the ancillaries off, like the handle and all that, which I'm not going to be able to use. I don't need that. All I really want is the engine off of this and any other spares I can get. So I'm going to put you on a bit of time lapse now. I'm going to start to strip this down and get it ready to transplant onto the Trot mower, if it will go. Right, okay, that's the engine out. I'm not going to be using the final driver tool because that'll be specific to this deck. So that can get done, dumped, even though if I was repairing lawnmowers all the time, I would keep the drive because the drive was working. I think it's just the cable that's stiff, but as I'm winding down on doing the lawnmowers now, I've got no need for it, so that can all probably just go for scrap. So let's get that deck off of there. Have a bit of a clear up. I needed that, as I say, this Clark one with the 2 amp hour battery in hasn't got much oomph for undoing really tight nuts. I had been using it with the 5 amp hour batteries off of my DeWalt, but I've bought some new DeWalt batteries recently, proper DeWalt ones, and they don't actually fit in there, so I'm stuck with a 2. That's why a breaker bar comes in handy every now and again. I'm going to probably need these engine bolts here for putting back onto the other deck. I'm just hoping the boss is the right length. Failing that, I'll have to sort of, I can source another boss for the blade to be the right height in the new deck. So that's something I've got to look at, and keep all these existing bolts. There we go, keep them over there. Okie dokie, so I'm now gonna just start to take apart this lawnmower engine, just to so I can gain more access to the carb. cover off. Should be able to remove the fuel tank then, and I have still got fuel in here, so lucky enough I've got a little jug there. I don't know how much fuel's in here, mind you, but we'll try and drain it out. Here we go. I think we got it. There we go, get it off there. Just drain that fuel out. Leave that there for a minute. I'll just stick that in that jug. It's a bit cloudy, people, look at that, look. But I will just put it in there for a minute so it's not left in case an open flame gets to it. Not that it should, but you never know, do you? Keep them in safe bottles. Right, okay, that's that off. Now we want the 10mm again. Just undo that. Undo that little one. The big one underneath that holds the carb on. And I also like to undo this one here. There we go, which was loose, believe it or not. Just gives you a little bit of extra play there, you see, when you take the carb off. So now we've got the breather pipe on the back there, which is holding that on. Let me just lever that off. There we go. Pull them out. There we go, look at that. Oh, little collets come out of there. Goes in the back of there. Right, we just took out these springs here. We've got the one at the front there which goes in that hole with the lever coming out there. So that one just turns and hooks out like that. There's a gasket on there and also a gasket on the back of that metal plate as well. You've got the fuel pipe leading to the tap there, which I'm just in the process of pulling off. And again, you've got these silly little clips on the back here. If I just lift it out of the way like that, you see, you can get to the clip a lot easier. Just take the fuel pipe off. There's a clip. Pull the pipe off. And then you've got the second clip, which holds the throttle body. Front one's a choke, second one's a throttle body. With a little spring on it as well, so you just unhook the spring at the back, and then push and turn, and that lock comes off like that. And there you go, that's what I've got to clean, folks, the carb. Right, okay folks, that's enough tinkering for today. Time now is 4:37. I'm going to go and wash my hands, got to do dinner and all that, so I'll carry on this in a different video. This was just a basically tinkering update video, and we hope to get this engine in the Trot lawnmower engine, in the lawnmower, and hopefully give that carb a service and give the engine a service, a good cleaner, and everything should be okay. Anyway, thanks very much. Hope you like this video, and do check out my other videos. I've got loads of playlists there with loads of videos there, all lawnmower repairs, car repairs, motorcycle repairs, general repairs in general. You might find something you're interested in. They're all in playlists. Give them a play. Anyway, thanks very much. I'll see you in the next video, and until then, bye for now.